Hey, good morning. How are you guys? Oh, my hair. What's this hair? Like, it doesn't want to curl, I guess. Let's just try to, I don't know, hide it. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, so here's the deal. I mean, like, do brows really matter? Do we really need to do our brows? I mean, they take extra time, all that maintenance. Like, do brows really matter? As I'm looking at my face right now, I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes. Good morning. Good morning. How are you, Stacey? I'm going to say yes. Brows matter, right? Because here's the deal is they shape our face. They kind of outline and define our eyes. And this just looks silly and weird, right? Okay, so we have lots of options for brows. You can use a liner. There's so many different kinds. There's sharpening kind, roll-up kind. There is pomades. They're a little difficult. I'm not even going to lie because I'm not a makeup professional, right? And then there is powder. There's brow gel, mascara, all the things, right? So what I find is easiest is really whatever you want to do. Try some products out. But here's the deal. If you have zero shape to your brows are insane, crazy, whatever, I'm going to recommend you go to a professional and have them shaped, okay? Because here's the deal is they can get really crazy, right? But once they're shaped, you can kind of maintain them with like some tweezers, the little razor things, and you can kind of keep that shape, right? Just go in every now and then, have them waxed, whatever, and they're good. But right now, I look like a crazy person, right? So here's my favorite product right here. It's just some brow powder. I have it in the dark brown color. Okay, it comes in several different shades, but you guys, you can get liners. I do have the pomades. I love the brow mascara because it will comb your hairs the way you want and just kind of keep them there all day. Plus it comes in tinted shades so that you can add some color as well. So if you already have really kind of shapely full brows, I do not. This really can make a difference in just adding that color to it and kind of darkening them up a little bit, okay? So this is the brush I use and this is what I like. It's a really thin brush because I want about the width of my brow if I was going to set it on there like that, right? That will allow me to kind of shade and do some things with it. I like the spoolie end. I always kind of bend it a little bit, but let me see if I can find one that I've bought a bunch of brow things that I haven't loved. Okay, so look at this one. See how it's really wider and longer? It's like not very stiff. It's like really bendy and flexible, and that's just not gonna work for me because I'm not a professional at this, right? So I need a brush that is gonna be the right width and it's gonna be pretty firm. It's not gonna move around, do all the things, right? So in a powder, I am gonna barely touch it, okay? Let me just see here. Okay, so what I do is comb up in the front, okay? And then I comb over and down, right? So let me get a smaller mirror here. Okay, there we go, this one will work. Okay, so then when I have this, I'm just gonna start light because I don't wanna go crazy, right? I don't wanna end up with these like, brows that look crazy. So I just kind of put it in there just a little bit and then I just outline where I want the brow to kind of be. Oh, my hair's in the way here. At the bottom, I'm going to start about 1/4 of the way in and just line that right there. Okay, so you see the line, and then I'll come up here with the lesser product so that it's lighter up front. Okay, and then just do this. Now, if it gets a little too dark, you can take the spoolie in and kind of comb through it, and then I just keep kind of poking it lightly in that powder. Okay, so my brows are already kind of shaped. I just kind of maintenance them myself. And there you have the underneath. I mean, look at what a difference just that makes to that whole eyeshadow, lashes, all the things, right? So when I come in at the top, and again, I'm about 1/4 of the way over because I want the darker end to be the tail area, if that makes sense, I guess. And then I just kind of lightly push on there. You guys, here's the deal is if brows are hard for you, just keep practicing. I promise you it does get easier, okay? So this is where the width of this, okay, matters because then I can come up here in the front and just shade in that area, kind of push it up a little bit, all the things, okay? Do you see what a huge difference just that little bit makes? Like, I'm not going crazy on my brows. I don't have real extravagant brows. But this just makes a world of difference. It doesn't look super crazy. Of course it looks a little drawn on, but you guys, really not even too bad. Okay, this is just sad. We don't want to be sad, okay? I'm going to get a little bit more of this and kind of define this area. Okay, right there. That makes a world of a difference, right? Crazy. And this stuff I think is like 12 bucks, okay? So easy, right? It looks good. It just changes everything over here. One, it makes my forehead not look as big as what it really is. And then it just gives that shape to it. You don't have to carve them out. You don't really have to do anything. I've already done all my eye makeup, so I'm not going to do concealer or anything. And then I'm just going to come over here. Here's the tricky part, is kind of getting them to match, right? Because our brows naturally arch differently, so they're not going to be perfect. I don't want them to be like long lost cousins. You know what I mean? Like a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend. I mean, they're going to be sisters, not twins, but we don't want them like so far different that you can't even tell they're related, right? So I just kind of come in here, the same process, about 1/4 of the way back, and then come up here just to kind of outline that brow right there. Just even that little bit changes everything about this whole look. Yeah, they are definitely not twins ever. And then because I want this part darker, the arch and the tail area, I kind of focus on that area, and then like whatever's left at the end on the brush, I just kind of put it up front, okay? So then do the top. I kind of at the top start with where the hair comes out of my head. If you guys have even thinner brows than I do, all you have to do is create the line yourself. Wherever you want that brow, put that brow. It's not going to be crazy. But you see how the little bit of product that's left up here kind of colors that front area? And so you can see how my brows are a little bit different. They're not going to match exactly because this arch is just a little different. We just try to get them similar-ish, okay? But brows really do make or break, I feel like, because we've seen people too with when they draw them on and they're huge and crazy, and I'm like, I could never do that. I commend you for being that brave, but it's just not me. I want a really natural looking brow, okay? So then if any part is too dark, literally just come in with your spoolie and just kind of comb it through. Try not to get the curls because then it just makes them frizzy, but you get the idea, right? What is this? Is this a shadow? I think it's a shadow. I'm going to call it a shadow when I look at my bathroom. But brows are done. Super easy, okay? And this powder just makes it really easy. I do like putting the brow mascara on when I'm done. And then I just comb up and through. And it just kind of fills them in. These earrings are some of my favorite, and it's actually a friend of mine who had a boutique that actually ended up closing her boutique. So it's kind of sad. Okay. So then I just kind of combed up the front so that then you can see like little hairs, and it kind of makes it look a little bit more real and hair-like. Okay. So those are my two favorite products, but we have the liner, super creamy. Oh, this one's kind of down a lot, but super creamy and awesome. If you push too hard, though, it does kind of look like a crayon on paper. When you push too hard, it kind of looks a little waxy. So you just have to do really light. But I think that's the idea behind the pencil, is that you just kind of do light strokes throughout until it looks like all of the hair is blended in. Okay, so brows are done. It just kind of changes things. I love it. I think it's awesome. I think that you need brows. But yeah, so these are the earrings, though. They're so fun and so pretty. Yeah. So I hope you guys have an absolutely awesome day. It's Thursday today, so have an amazing Thursday. It is raining here all day today, so probably not a perfect day for hair washing day, but it literally could go no longer. So I still had not washed it since Zumba, so it was extra gross. But I love you guys, and I will see you guys tomorrow.